In this video, we are going to continue with the circles. Now, in the given figure, PQRS is a cyclic quadrilateral and it's given that angle QPS, that means this angle is 73 degree, angle PQS is 55 degrees and angle PSR, that means this entire angle is 82 degree. Calculate angle QRS, RQS, let's name this angle as X, this as Y, and PRQ, PRQ. Okay, so that means we have to join this. We will do that later on, but first we will find angle X and angle Y. Now, since PQRS is a cyclic quadrilateral which is given, and all the endpoints of this quadrilateral lie on the circumference of the circle, therefore the opposite angles of the cyclic quadrilateral are supplementary. So we can write that since PQRS is a cyclic quadrilateral which is given to us, therefore angle P plus angle R equal to 180 degree. Why? Because we know that opposite angles of cyclic quadrilateral are supplementary. Now angle P is given 73, so we will replace this as 73 plus R is Y equal to 180. So my Y is 180 minus 73. So 180 minus 73 is 107 degree. Or I have found angle QRS. That's your first part. So angle QRS is equal to 107 degrees. Okay. Now he wants us to calculate angle RQS. That is this angle. Now we also know that angle S plus angle Q is equal to 180 degrees. Opposite angles of a cyclic quadrilateral. So angle S is 82 plus angle Q is 55 degrees plus X equal to 180. So X is equal to 180 minus, how much is 82 plus 55? 137. So X is equal to 3, 4. So you got your X, which is your angle RQS, as 43. So we have answered the second part of the question also. Now the third part. He wants us to find angle PRQ, that is this angle. Now if we look at arc PQ subtends angle PRQ as well as angle QSP. That means if we are able to find this angle, let me name this angle as Z. So if we are able to find this angle, it will be equal to angle PRQ. Now, how will we find this angle Z? We will take triangle PQS. In this triangle, two angles are already given to us. We can calculate this Z. Let's do that. We will write in triangle PQS 73 plus 55 plus Z equal to 180. Sum of the angles of a triangle. So this is 8 and 128 plus Z equals to 180. So your Z is equal to 180 minus 128. So your Z is 10 minus 8 is 2. 7 minus 2 is 5. So this is 52. So if this is 52, this is also 52. Why? Because arc PQ subtends angle PRQ and angle PSQ at the circumference. So angle PRQ is also equal to 52. So you have answered all the three parts of this question. Now let's quickly move to this question. He's saying that in the given figure, O is the center of the circle and triangle ABC is an equilateral triangle. So what does that mean? All the angles of this triangle are 60 degree. This is 60, this is 60 and this is 60. Find angle BDC. We have to find the measure of this angle BDC. Now, if we look at this arc BC subtends angle BDC as well as angle BAC at the center. Does that mean measure of angle X is equal to the measure of this angle? So if this is 60, X will also be 60. So first part of the question is done. Now for the second part, he wants us to calculate angle BEC. That means this angle, let this be Y. Right? Now look at the quadrilateral ABEC. It's a cyclic quadrilateral. Right, because all its endpoints lie on the circle and the sum of its opposite angles is supplementary. So 60 plus y is 180. So your y is 120. So how do we write this? We will write this as arc BC subtends angle BAC and angle BDC at the circumference. Therefore, angle BAC is equal to angle BDC by theorem. Equal arcs subtend equal angles at the circumference, or same arc subtends same angles at the circumference. Therefore, angle X is equal to 60 degree. Why? Because ABC is an equilateral triangle. Right? Now, ABEC is a cyclic quadrilateral. Therefore, angle A plus angle E equal to 180. Reason? Opposite angles of a cyclic quadrilateral. But your angle A is 60 plus angle E equal to 180. Therefore, your angle E is equal to 180 minus 60, which is 120.